Hello.
Oh my gosh, how are you?
Bless you. Can you tell me a little bit about what life was like before you guys joined the program?
We were out of touch as a family. We really didn't have any sort of routine or consistency in our everyday life. We're really lost. We didn't kind of know where we were at. Our eldest son, who is now 5, he was having really big issues with his bowels. He had some testing done, and there was a lot going on in there. Plus, he was really on the spectrum, ADD, ADHD, hyperactivity, that sort of thing. Our youngest son, who is 3, he was really quiet. We sort of thought, he was a bit of an introverted personality, but yeah, we were a bit concerned about him because he just wasn't, he didn't talk much or anything like that. He was just, very, very quiet.
Seemed a bit depressed, actually.
Yeah. And then both of us as individuals had a lot of health issues. I was sort of struggling after childbirth still, even though, it had been a good 2 years, having lots of issues there with autoimmune disorders and things like that. And Lee having autoimmune disorders as well.
Ankylosing
spondylitis, which is issues like an arthritic sort of condition. And we were just like...
We were sort of health conscious though, like that. Like we were on strict diets, probably just the wrong diet. Body wasn't functioning properly on the food that we were eating without supplements. And it was a big concern to me, and I was always worried.
Yeah, I think we were really obsessed with what we were eating and not eating and all of that. We were so consumed in our diet per se, so we sort of were lacking in a lot of other areas, and we didn't realise that there's more to it than just the food. That there's all these other areas in which you have to make changes and like nourish yourself and nourish your energy and those types of things as well. So this program has really awakened us in a lot of ways to learn the connection between all things. Yeah.
And what was your biggest aha moment as you went through, or your biggest win that you've had so far?
It would have been after probably day 3 or 4 of not taking fibre and still being able to go to the toilet. It was pretty unbelievable for me because I've been taking it for 10 years, and I just really didn't believe that it was going to work, even though I entered into it with an open mind. And it was unbelievable. And then I guess the next one would have been probably the way that Jack came out of his skin. I think like he just really turned into a chatterbox and just a completely different personality, and he was just happy to be eating the food as well, after the first couple of weeks. And then the other one for me was probably being, I was very concerned about not eating animal protein, and I don't know where I'd gotten that information from, but I just sort of believed that I needed it. Yeah.
And Lee, you're an athlete, aren't you? So you run. Have you found that that it's affected your run? Has it given you better recovery time?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm an athlete now because I've got ankylosing spondylitis, but I used to get into a lot of extreme sports, I guess, and was quite fit and played football and that sort of stuff. Definitely. Like, I wouldn't say that it's increased as much, probably just because I've gotten older, and I think that my body is has slowed down, but
your recovery times and things like that. Like I remember you would go to the gym or do cycling, like go and do an exercise, and then he'd be bedridden for like weeks.
Yeah.
From doing one small thing, but now that doesn't happen anymore. We haven't had that happen.
Yeah, and my free diving and that sort of stuff has improved a lot.
Yeah, so Lee's really big into free diving, and that's
definitely improved.
Like everyone's asking him, "What are you doing? What have you changed? How is this improving so much?" That's been cool.
Yeah. And actually, another thing that I haven't really thought that much about, but is definitely directly related to this diet, is I had a lot of issues with sinuses and equalising with free diving, and that's just gone altogether.
Yeah, some aha moments for our eldest Thomas. Our main drive for starting down this path is him having the confidence to speak up and talk about what's actually going on in him. If he's got worry, he'll speak up about it. Some of the worries he's been having, like one the other day was from a crab that he went crabbing to. It was a year and a half ago, and he still felt worried for those crabs, and he was upset about the fact that they had been caught and eaten. So he's been holding on to that for 18 months, which is beautiful, but also so hard on him. And it was really amazing for him to open up and actually identify that, what it was that was worrying him about it and be able to let it go. His behaviour is improving. It's not perfect, but I don't think there is such thing as perfect with behaviour. He's just being himself. He's boisterous, he's loud, he's playful, he's just full of life, and we can understand and see that is just truly how he is now. Sleeping was a big thing in our family. We were not getting any sleep. The kids would wake up, all throughout the night. Our eldest was just constantly, awake and disrupted and tired because he wasn't sleeping. Now we're all, thank you, getting heaps of sleep. The kids go to sleep every night with a meditation. They sleep through the night and they wake up in the morning. They come into our room, and our new thing is that we all lay in bed for 15, 20 minutes and we just cuddle and talk and snuggle, and that's just the most amazing way to start the day. It is beautiful. So that has been great. Yeah, Jack, our youngest, coming out and talking and just making jokes and having his own little personality has been beautiful, and he can express himself now as well if he's angry or sad or feeling hurt, but he can tell you why he's angry or what it is, which is just amazing. For me as a mum, realising that what's going on in me is also a reflection in the kids, so that if I'm all pent up and worked up and angry and got stuff going on, then that's what's going to be happening in the house. Really realising that we really hold the energy, of everything in the home.
That's so good. Did you have any concerns going into the program? Was there any sort of big fears that you had?
Yeah. My biggest fear was that we were all going to be malnourished and not be able to thrive, and that we were going to be worse off than what we were when we started. But I can say with heaps of confidence now that is not at all what has come from it. I've never felt so good in my life. Like energy and just mental clarity, emotions, understanding what is going on, and realizing that I have the power to change that, basically, that I don't have to be cranky or sad or fit these molds and things, that we truly can just be happy if we want to be. Like there's nothing wrong with smiling lots and just loving life, if that's what you want, then do that. What about you?
Just being able to get the nutrients, I guess, was a big concern for me, and I guess being able to eat enough, which I've cut. Like at the start, I was eating a real lot of food, but now that's tapered off and everything's settled down. Yeah.
And financially, I think as well, we were a bit sort of worried, like, would we be able to financially afford to continue living this lifestyle, as in from a grocery point of view, you know, like being the one that goes and does the shopping. I almost fell over the first time. You know, our bills were quite expensive food-wise, but then learning how to shop smart and, you know, that you can buy frozen berries and things like that, and realising that there are ways to make it affordable, and that in fact living this way and choosing this lifestyle is actually more affordable than the other way of life. You know, we're learning now we don't eat anywhere near as much, yet we're fuller longer and we're feeling better. And yeah, so I think that was a really good thing as well, knowing we can financially sustain this lifestyle. Pretty open mind.
Are you now off of that, all of those fibres and supplements?
100%, yeah.
But we don't take anything.
So I don't take, anything.
Yeah.
Amazing. How have you found the group coaching and the structure of the program, and do you feel like it gives you enough support to embark on this lifestyle?
100%, without doubt. There is so much support. I mean, Hannah, you've been amazing. Like, obviously, you're the one that's, you know, running it and everything like that. But not just you, but the other women as well. Everyone is just so beautiful and open and kind within the group, the support network. I think that's a really, to me, that's one of the most beautiful things of it, to just know that you're not in it alone, to know that there are other people there. Yes, it's an online community, but I think these days that doesn't matter. It's what you make of it, and it's been amazing for us. And it's probably one of the things I've been able to stick to the most consistently and easily in my life, just because I'm feeling the positive effects of it, and I just totally committed, and we're already seeing such amazing results. I'm just open to whatever comes next with continuing on with it. Yeah.
I think that it makes it possible, like having it like that, because if you didn't get that coaching, that sort of, you know, interaction, just to clarify things, I think you'd possibly it'd be hard, and you'd be questioning yourself too much.
Is there anything you would say to other families that might be on the fence of purchasing the program or thinking about joining?
You just got to enter into it with an open mind, and just, for me, it's worked 100%, like physically and mentally as well. And you just sort of have to put the beliefs that you have aside while you trial it and make your own decision. Yeah, and it's worked for me. Yeah,
and to know what you put in is what you're going to get out of it as well, you know. And I think that has been one of the, for me, most empowering things of the entire course, is to learn that I do actually have the ability to make these changes and stick to them, and that I have, you know, the power. As corny as that sounds, I have the power within me to be able to do these amazing things and change the future for my family, you know, both past, present, and now. And if you really, really want it, then you will get it, and that makes it all the more worthwhile, is knowing that you actually did the work to get it, I think.
Boys, would you like to say anything? Do you want to talk about the yummy fruit you're eating, things you're making?
Yeah. What would you like to say, Thomas? I like veggies.
You like veggies?
You like veggies, and what fruits do you like to eat now?
I like bananas, apples, and all kinds of other fruits.
Like what? Can you think of the ones you've started eating recently?
Oranges.
Mhm.
And orange juice.
And how does it make you feel when you eat lots of fruits and vegetables?
It makes me feel good.
Amazing.
This is a whole other side of them, but someone thinks he's a comedian. But yeah, like, and with the picky eating, that's another thing we've really noticed. We sit down at the dinner table now, and our meals are all plant-based and predominantly raw. And if the children don't like what I serve up from a vegetable point of view, we have our fruit buffet, which is just filled with every kind of fruit, and they will then just go and help themselves.
And could have you believed that that was possible before this?
Yeah, not in our wildest dreams. Hey. And I think I know I was the biggest block for the family moving forward, being the one that brings the food into the house and provides the food, and understanding that what I give to them, they trust. They try anything now. They will just put it in their mouth, chew it up. If they don't like it, they go, "Oh, I don't like that." Like, "Oh, we're just so proud that you tried it. Thank you for trying it." And yeah, that was not like that before. It was, hard.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for answering those questions. It's been really helpful, and there's a bigger picture here at play, so I really appreciate your time.
No, thank you, and we're so glad that we got to have an opportunity to share and hopefully inspire some other families to make some awesome lifestyle changes and live life to the fullest.
Yeah, absolutely. The kids have just gone quiet.
Gone quiet. Hopefully you could hear what we were saying. They wanted to be involved. They were so wanted to be here, and
it's perfect to see them in the background. Yeah, it's lovely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I know that your time is precious, so I appreciate your time.
No, thank you.
Sure.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.